So this video, I don't know what the fuck. I seen the thumbnail of this shit. If you want to see the thumbnail of this, it looks like this. Hold on, let's see if we find it. Y'all know this character right here? I read this book when I was a shorty and some shit. I read this fucking book right here. What the fuck his name was? David or some shit? Yeah, David. This little nigga was bad as hell, folk. What my niggas that read David at, what? But they call it as the biggest threat to society. Alright, let's check it out. I read that book in like, what, first, second grade? I don't fucking remember.
Allegedly went too far when he was told his Little Caesars pizza was not hot and ready. Pulling an AK-47.
He's a monster. He's not a human being. He's a monster.
Drug addict, a psychopath,
killer.
And I hate it so much. I hate it.
They said wanted, dead or alive.
Ew.
Overnight, growing national unrest.
Boy, what's going on in Miami, bro?
They need to stop him.
What this epic is? David!
I've talked about childhood books in the past video of mine, where I went over, what do you think? And during the making of that video, I purposely left out a book. A book that I also read during my childhood, specifically 3rd grade. And this book confused me back then, because the kids' books I read were very simple and sweet picture books that would either have a message or show how good and friendly we can be to each other. But only in their universe. That can't exist in ours. And unlike any of those, this book didn't display any. Instead, it showed something else. Someone sinister. A person that doesn't kneel to any rules.
That boy David was a fuck. That nigga was on Wabby. If you really think about it, that nigga David. No, David. Yeah, that nigga reminds me of Wabby. I swear to fucking God, he looked like Wabby. If Wabby was like back on, well, when Wabby. His ass just look, he just reminds me of Young Boy, fo. Like, that nigga David was a fucking menace. Chat, we're gonna have to read that shit. I'm gonna read a Bad Time Story for
y'all. The main character, David, was a force to be reckoned with. In fact, there is no reckoning. He's an unmovable object, the villain of villains, the evilest evil, imagine Homelander. There you go. And you might be asking me, that was my guy, he looks 6. How is he that bad? And 2 questions like that is why I hate people who judge books by its cover. Okay, maybe you can judge that book, but David is a monster! Well, not really, because he's a kid, but it's about what he will become in the future. And if you don't remember or know the war crimes this kid committed, I'ma show you. I've read all 8 books of this series, and I will show you all the highlights of him being a clown or a jackass, and I will convince you that he is baby Joker. But let's not be biased. Let me show you the highlights of him being good first, so you can form your own opinion. So, here you go.
What was the point of this book again?
Oh, wait. There are none! I'm gonna begin with the OG No David.
No David.
And he's already starting off his legacy with killing goldfish. Man, they're the snack that smiles back. Why would you kill them? No, David. You see, this story is being seen in his mom's perspective, and it's always her saying, no, David, but just letting him do it. He's reaching for the cookie jar, and you ain't doing nothing.
No, David.
Smack him out the chair. Then he tracked doo-doo in the house, so he has to take a bath. This is the dirtiest bathwater I've ever seen. Then he goes running out butt-ass naked in the street. Like I said, he don't care. He don't care about no rules, no laws. He doesn't care about public indecency. That's just another law he can break. Then he continues to do more nefarious activities. But the worst one was definitely him breaking the vase with a baseball bat. This man is doing bad in practice in his own home. Deliberately. Look at his face. Look at what he's looking at. He knows what he's doing. And of course, he breaks the vase and gets a timeout. Like, that's gonna do anything. Then his doormat of a mom sees him with a little sad face and is like, "Oh, David, come here." Takes him out of timeout and then says, "I love you, David." Stupid. The end. What? That's it? That's all you're gonna do?
I still don't get, like, what was the point of, like, this book? Like, what was the point of it?
Those crocodile tears. He's faking it. He ain't sad because he broke the vase. He's sad that he got caught and got in trouble. He ain't sorry. This dude intentionally broke the vase with murder on his mind. And what the mom does is shrugs it off and hugs him? Man, beat his ass! That's the only way his evil behind's gonna learn. But you rewarded him with your love and affection after he broke your great-grandma's vase? And her ashes were in there too? It's crazy, man. I know when David is in high school, he gonna be treating his mom like those memes of when you visit your white friend's house. Then the felon continues. In the next book, David gets in trouble. Does he now? Big shock.
It's about damn time.
We start the book off with this page. I didn't mean to. You're riding a skateboard in your house. What you think was gonna happen? Plus you got that big smile on your face. You meant it. It was an accident. Bro, this is the first 2 pages, and I'm already calling the police on him. I couldn't deal with this kid. This man belongs in juvie. He ain't normal. And then you have this dude walking to school in his undies. This boy just wants problems. And all the kids are laughing because he's the class clown. David, just be glad you're in elementary school. Because in elementary, everybody will be laughing with you for wearing your undies to school. While in high school, if you did that, everybody's gonna make fun of you and bully you for being a clown. Which you deserve. Then we go to class, and he's already starting something. My dog ate my homework. And the side kid's laughing like... But the girl ain't having none of David's jokes. She giving him the side eye like... This nigga lying. No dog ate his homework. But the thing is, David wasn't lying. Because if you look out the window, the dog is there eating his homework. Unbelievable. That's probably the first time he ever told the truth in his life. So you know what David does as revenge to the dog eating his homework? Well, a few pages later, this nigga gone eating the dog food in front of the dog. What a menace. Even the worst villain wouldn't do something so bad. So despicable.
Remember that
Even the dog looking at him like, why would you do this? And you know what David said? I was hungry.
So this nigga David was like some demonic shit from like, I don't...
No feelings. No respect.
Just eats dog. Oh, you ate my homework. Let me eat your fucking dog food. Like, what the fuck?
He continues to commit acts of terrorism throughout the rest of the book. And by the end of it, his mom confronts him for being a piece of shit. And so David says, I'm sorry. And he's forgiven. That's it. That's all. That's the end of the book. You know, I'm noticing a pattern here. I'm noticing that no matter what this kid does, he's always gets the long end of the stick. He always wins. Even when he's wrong, he wins. He's the greatest supervillain of all time. And he's like this in every book. Like, here's him cutting the line. Who do you think he is? Here's him spelling his name.
Yo, I need an update on that nigga David, bro. What that nigga doing now?
Cursing in front of his mom. Kids aren't supposed to be cursing, dumbass. And then he says, well, Dad says it. Well, I might not know your daddy, but I don't think you should be repeating the words he says.
Yo, dude, moms really used to put soap in their kids' mouth every time they cussed. Like, what type of fucking punishment? Like, oh, no, if my mom would heard me cuss when I was little, she's just gonna beat my ass. That's it. Like, she ain't finna put no soap in my mouth. She's gonna beat my ass. What she supposed to fucking do? What the fuck? Like, fo, what the fuck? It's like some...
And in almost all 8 books, he keeps up this behavior with no change. So it ain't even worth going over each book. I'm showing you what he does in each book right now in the screen. He doesn't change. This kid is a criminal, a lawbreaker, a swindler, a rogue good-for-nothing baddie. What? And what does he get for it?
Baddie.
A Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Absolutely outrageous. This kid needs to be apprehended immediately. Because if we keep letting him get away with this, it will be too late. In conclusion...
What's update on David?
David!
Jump and kick back, flip around and spin. And now turn around, do it again. Ninja! Oh! Ninja! Come on, and run again. Jump back in there.
Damn. David the Menace, boy. But yeah, I got